Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dipanita, welcome. Please do not cancel me out for this, but to this day, I have not read The Hunger Games. I know, please do not judge me, but for some reason, when people were jumping headfirst on the Hunger Games bandwagon, I resisted the urge. I know, it's very stupid of me. When people hype up a book, I seldom forget that I should hype it up as well, and I end up resisting the urge to read the book. I'm very reluctant to read books which other people are enjoying because then my expectations go there and the book never meets that expectation. I'm really hoping that this series, however, is not gonna disappoint me. There's a lot of my friends who absolutely adore this book. Even though it's really not the kind of book that I enjoy reading, it's a completely different genre altogether. I enjoy YA and fantasy, so this is gonna be, well, an adventure. I need to let it all out. Hunger Games is a dystopian novel of our protagonist Katniss Everdeen, who lost her father 5 years back. She is illegally hunting rabbits and squirrels and trading those for monetary benefit so that she can feed her sibling and her mother. Here, the nation of Panem has a political authority that is the capital. Under the capital there were 13 districts, but the 13th district was entirely looted out for all the districts came together and rebelled against the capital. The failed rebellion caused them a lot of hardships. Each district has one boy and one girl volunteered to battle until there is only one survivor left. So ages 12 to 18 children are picked up at random from a lottery, and these kids have to fight to survive. They have to kill, and there is no option for them to opt out of it. There is only this one opportunity wherein one can volunteer to go and die in the Hunger Games. That is what practically happened with our protagonist. Katniss decided that she cannot let that happen to her younger sister, and she volunteered to participate in the Hunger Games. Her rival from the same district, her district is District 12, was Peeta, and luck has it that Peeta was the guy who helped her while she was starving by giving her a loaf of bread, and it's just so emotional. She never had the chance to thank him for that, and that has always been a part of her. She's always regretted not having the opportunity, and now that she has to fight with him in the battle and ensure that she is the only survivor by killing him, there's obviously no opportunity for her to do so. Here we find that all the districts nominate two such one boy and one girl members to participate in the Hunger Games until there is only one obvious survivor, and the capital has all the authority over the entire Hunger Games. There are a lot of people who are betting for each of these participants, and for that they have to bring out a show so that they can have sponsors who would help them with aid during the Hunger Games. Hey, so I finished the book in a day. It is almost 10 at night. I started really early in the morning, and it took me less than a day to finish the book. It was that good. I loved it. It was really engaging. I loved the plot twists and everything that was coming at me, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did not feel like keeping the book aside. I know it sounds awful, but the thing is that the ending felt too forced. The entire concept was too abrupt. I thought that maybe they could have done a lot more, or maybe they could have broadened the scope a little bit more and come up with something more exciting. But it's just that in books with adventures such as this, I expect a little bit more from the protagonists, and not just Katniss. I expect a lot from Peeta as well, and he just was not really a part of the entire book thoroughly, and it didn't and I did not get the time to engage with him. I probably wanted a little bit more bloodshed and a little bit more chaos in drama in the book, but overall I did like it. Maybe I'd give it a 4-star. And I'm really hoping that the other 2 books are as exciting as this one and that they're not forcefully ended the way that this one felt. Let's get on with the next book.
I read the entire night, not because I was obsessed with the book or anything. Truth be told, I did not like the second book as much as I did the first one, but the writing is really good. The author is a storyteller, and how she knows how to write her characters. She knows how to build the world that she is writing. It was really good, but it wasn't the best.
Hi guys, I finished Catching Fire. Truth be told, I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I was really anticipating twists and turns and a lot to happen here, but it just wasn't as enticing as I expected it to be. Maybe I had a lot of expectations from the second book, but it did not meet it as much. I loved it, yes. I did enjoy the story building, the character development, the entire Catching Fire and Mockingjay bit, but it had its ups and downs. Some part of it felt too stretched and it felt too elaborate for no reason at all, and some of it felt like they could have added more to it. The fights and the games, all of it. I understand the political aspect of it, and I honestly do like the way that the political part is written. Even though it's a fiction, it's a lot to do with the reality of life, and I like the bit wherein the capital is trying to subdue the uprising by putting all of their best leads there, as in all the victors of the Hunger Games were jam-packed together and made to fight while there was an actual uprising happening, so that they could instill fear in the minds of the commoners, letting them know that they do not have people that are going to support them, because the people who have the strength to actually win a war are there fighting and killing each other. I love that bit, but the rest of it felt a little too stretched and a tad boring, honestly. I'm really sorry, my Hunger Games fanatics, but right now my impression on the book is okay. I'm not as in love with it as you guys are, and I would not claim that it's one of my favorite series or something, because it's really not yet, at least. I'm not as hooked. Yes, the writing is really good and the story building is amazing. I love how fast paced it is, because it's only the second day and I've already finished the second book. So I love that. I think that it's a very fast paced read, and for people who are interested in getting out of slums, they should definitely give this series a try, because the writing is really good.
Okay, forget everything I ever said. If I said anything bad about this series, then sue me for it. The world building was amazing and I was always advocating for that. But I was right. They were definitely building the story so that they could give us the epitome of superiority in a dystopian novel. And this is it. I believe that this is the book that I needed in my life. It is so good. The third book starts off with so much. I don't know what to follow. The amount of emotions that I'm feeling at the same time right now is incomprehensible. I cannot. I might just go crazy. There's so much going on. The amount of insanity that they are giving me right now is going to be the end of me. I think I might cry. She found Buttercup. Here's Buttercup, and she says, want to see Prim. Her name catches his attention besides his own. It's the only word that means anything to him. This is just so sweet. Oh my god. It makes me think of all the animals that are left behind during wars. I finished the third book and I'm pretty sure that it finished me first. My heart has not been able to cope with the end of the book. It was extremely sad. I don't know how I feel anymore because every character that I put my heart and soul into perished by the end of Mockingjay. Cinna dying was something that I felt very deeply, but I still managed to get through, not emotionally, but I tried and I was like, okay, that is it. Cinna died, but he left his legacy behind. Then Finnick and Annie got married and it was so beautiful. I started really loving Finnick's character, and then boom, he's gone. Prim was such a good character. I loved her. The maturity at which she spoke about everything, the way she consoled Katniss, even though she is such a young soul. And then what happened? Everything that Katniss was fighting for was taken away from her. Peter was tortured to the point where he started despising Katniss. It was just a little too much for me. On the contrary, in a good note, I ended up redecorating my Kindle because I couldn't take it anymore. I cried so much after I finished the book. I just cried for every character that I loved and who died. I cried for Rue, I cried for Cinna, for Finnick, for Prim. My God, I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on a lot of points that I had initially thought of speaking, but it's just the ending tore me apart. The way that Peeta and Katniss were healing, the way they were sure that they are not going to let their children feel the hurt that they felt. The way that Buttercup was crying because Prim was gone, and how Buttercup and Katniss found a bond, all of it was just way beautiful. And why did no one coerce me into reading this book? And if anyone did suggest, why did you guys not tell me that I will not be the same ever again? I cried so much during the book, during everything that the book was throwing at me. After finishing the book, I am pretty sure that I cried for at least half an hour straight. I couldn't think of anything. I could not respond to sanity. I just kept crying and howling, and I feel like I'm emotionally broken right now. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget the trauma that Mockingjay has given me. I'm really scared to read the fourth book. I don't know if I should. If it's gonna be anything like the third book, then I think I need a really long time to brace myself and just be ready for the emotional damage that's coming my way. I can't think of anything else to say. I just had so much that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But every time I'm thinking about the end of Mockingjay, I'm just so incredibly sad that I feel pain here and I just forget about everything. My mind is blank right now. I've gone blank here. There's nothing going there. Anyway, hi. Thank you so much for watching me read Hunger Games. Thank you so much. Bye bye.